Hello there. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time of the day this is for you. Merry Christmas Eve if you're watching this, Christmas Eve. Happy holidays, whatever the celebrations are for you. How goes that? So let's just dive right in. I'm just going to do a little quickie. Got all dressed a little Christmassy. My place is a little Christmassy. I put up my sign here. Right. My drums are still there. Woohoo. My scarf covers it nicely because my drums are red and black, so goes with my drums. Anyways, let's get into just the overall, just balancing energies. Whenever we need balance over these holidays, we can return to this. I'll do one tomorrow as well. That's my commitment for this year. For this year, I've shuffled them up, but we'll get to call in the directions together. Need the medicine woman tarot there. Church, whatever. And we're going to light a candle again together. Nice white candle. This one smells like peppermint. Eucalyptus and peppermint. It smells good. So like to light a candle too. To honor all the relations that are here on this earth walk and on the other side road too. Light a candle for them. These holidays. Stress relief. It's a very stressful time of year. This year, probably even more stressful than most. I don't know, how is that for you? How is that for you? Let's put that over there. How's that? Oh, I'm gonna burn my fingers. You see that? Can you see how far that burnt down and got really close to my fingers? You can't really see it now, can you? There, now you can. And I didn't even notice. Ugh, wasn't even noticing. Pay attention, huh? You gotta pay attention. So let's dive right in. Overall energies. Calling in all of our directions from the east. Path of illumination and clarity. Place of man. Place of fire. Place of spirit. Calling back all of our energies from the south. It's the place of childhood, the innocence, the waters, the emotions. When we call back all of our energies from the west, that is our place of introspection, the earth, physical, woman. And calling back all of our energies from the north, that's our wisdom years, the air, the mental. We walk our earth walk, our red road from the south in childhood, where, hey man, we like to bottle those children's energies, right? But we talk about usable energy on the earth, but what about the usable energy in our bodies, in this little earth body? So we need to rest, we need to balance that. Do you do that in your own life? How do you balance your work and your rest and your play? How? Do you release the need that you have to work hard? There's no time for playing unless all the work. Well, sometimes we need to get things done. My daddy and I talk like, oh, let's just get done, then we can retire to the home. But we got something accomplished. But release that need to push, to use every last drop of energy. Because if we rest, right, we'll have more energy and we can go longer, right? Remember that card that came up, stamina? So release that we have to get it done and get it done now. So usable energy, and we use it as it comes up. Not use it to drain it and draw every last little bit out of it, you know? Whatever, release that. Release. There's enough for everyone. There's enough. There's enough energy. That energy's still there. It doesn't go away. Anyways, blue road of spirit, right? Because then we transformed. We release. The physical body get transformed back into spirit. We enter into the eastern. We enter to the earth walk through the eastern gate. Oh, I got a candle mark on my fingers. Anyways. Man, release that fear. There's that fear death, right? Maybe there's a fear come to the earth. I don't know. Maybe Maybe we come to this earth walk to experience that fear because when we're in spirit, all there is love. We know nothing except for love. We come here to experience the contrast, to appreciate what we've got. What is that for you? How do you call your fears into? If Spirit knows, Spirit's with you. East to west is blue road of Spirit, always with us, just like this sun, right? That confronting our fears. Face everything and rise. Fear everything and run. What do? How do you handle your fears? Man, there's lots of fears being pushed on us out there in this world now. This time that we're in now. How do you educate yourself? You know, knowledge is power. If we listen to all these others' opinions and stuff, then we're going to get caught up in that fear. So let's confront in ourselves. What are we believing? And why are we believing that? Confront in ourselves. The truth in ourselves. You can't do it in anybody else. It's an inside job. Do that in you. Above. Below. Ooh, buffalo, prayer and abundance. It's coming. We got to bring that below. As above, so below, right? And within. And bring that within, too. Wow, I just shared a post on the native Christmas. And it was like the night before Christmas. But talking about the native Christmas. And talking about the Great Spirit manifesting as a great white buffalo. Interesting. If you're on my Facebook, then you can check that out. If you like. I posted it on my Facebook, begin within page 2, I believe. SOS Tech. Anyway, that was quite interesting. But that's all we can do. Right now we can pray. If we can't be with our loved ones, then we can pray. Instead of sending out that worrying energies, what kind of energies are we putting out there? You're adding to that fear that's out there? Or are you helping to bring that calm? Okay, I don't know what's going on out there. I'm no expert on that. I'm barely an expert on myself. So what is that for you? We need to see. What is that for you? Here I thought I was going to be all quick, and then I get caught up again. That's okay. We line those up this way, and this way, and this away. Okay, so overall, let's look. We'll do the overall, then the male and females. Okay, for this Christmas Eve, this holiday time, whatever this day means to you. Why do you believe what you do? Here's the main question. Why do you believe what you do? And how do you know if it's true? What's that about? Creator or source? These two. They're coming together. They're coming together. Look at that. That hour of power. That ritual of joy. There's ways that we can connect even if we can't be face to face. But what is that? Think about that. At midnight too. What happens at midnight on this day? Gatherings. Many gatherings celebrating a joyous time. A joyous birth. Maybe. What do you believe? Hey, we're all here and in this together. Maybe there's, have that joy in that. We're not alone. We're all going through the same shit. We all got this shit to transmute. And this is on a global level, right? Waking us up, right? Embracing that unknown. Right? We've always lived this way. Well, no, we haven't. Well, embracing that unknown. What will we do? What we do, we have to go learn how to garden again. Grow our own crops. What is that? Learning and giving. I don't know. What is that for you? What's that thing that you can tap into that brings you joy? Just for a little. Right? This is a joyous time. What brings joy to you at this time of year? Or is this a sad time for you? How about embrace the unknown? Maybe doing something a little different. What if I did it different this way? Right? What if we didn't make it all about presents and gifts? What if we took the commercial right out of it? Would we feel joy if we didn't have a present to open? What is that? Does the joy come from the gifts or from the giving? You get your joy from giving or receiving? Me, right? It's a little of both. Or I tend to give more than I receive. So we need to balance in that too. Balance that energies. Balance. It needs to be spirit and earth because we are both. We would not survive without either. Right? We're given that spark of life from Creator. Our life is sustained by this earth. Right? Our mother and father. And we're the divine expression of those. Isn't that beautiful? That's the way I like to think of it. Yeah. We're all the results of Mother Earth and Father God's love affair. Look at that. Yeah. Children of the earth. Children of God. We're all children. We're all little babies here making it up as we go along. And we are just a tiny little speck. Tiny little speck. Remember? Last in the line of creation. Right? Did they save the best for last? I don't know. Are we the best? Do we need to put ourselves above all the rest? Why? What is that? Does it bring you joy having power all over people? What if you brought that power within? What if you were content with what you were given? Let's reflect on that. The reflection, the receiving energies. What will we receive when we reflect on these? Okay, weirdo. Yeah, it does want to come over this side too. Oh, that's okay. That animal wants to come. The truth as protection. How do you know what is true? How can we use the truth as protection if we don't even know what the truth is? Well, we tap in to our truth detectors, right? Embrace that unknown. What if we actually listen to our bodies? Wow. Listen to our bodies when it's telling us to rest. That's the truth. Listen to our bodies when we're around somebody and our tummy goes all in knots or whatever. We get some signal. We just don't feel right around somebody or in some situation. Maybe that's telling us this isn't good for us. Right? I learned a while ago there's muscle tests or things that you can do. And when you take a breath and clear your mind, you can ask if something's good for you. And you stand tall and clear your mind. Take that deep breath. You could hold that to you or hold a thought of it. And if you fall forward, that's good for you. If you fall backwards, your energy's kind of rejecting it, right? So that's one way to tell. Or whatever that is. I get tingles up and down my spine. I call them truth tingles, right? There's one time I was lying to myself and it felt like my nose was growing. So, right, these are little signs. These are my personal signals. What are yours? But that's how you know, and that's the truth is protection. Get in touch with your truth protectors inside. Integrate all that information. We roll with the punches. The alligator doesn't just snap right away. It's only its eyes and its nostrils are up above the water. You don't even see it until it pounces, basically. So it integrates all. It looks around its whole surroundings before it actually makes that pounce. It's also very patient. It takes its prey, and it'll go down to the bottom and it rolls with it. It rolls with it. There's what the roll with the punches. But it'll also stuff it underneath a log or a rock at the bottom of the water and wait for that meat to be tenderized. So there's patience in that too. So we need to integrate all that we've learned and integrate as we hear the truth. Integrate actual truth in there when we hear that, because in all religious books and all the spirituality, the whole truth is in there, but not one is the whole truth, but the whole truth is in them all. It's looking for that thread if you want to. Anyways, what is your truth? What is your truth? Who are you? Who are you made to be? What's your gifts? See, we take all those lessons and we learn and we integrate them into our whole being and we see what we were made for. We all have a gift. And gifts, what's that? Yes, they're meant to be given. Don't keep it to yourself. Don't keep it all to yourself. All to yourself. I don't know what that is. So, and then the actions that we take as we're reflecting on that, we're getting in touch with our beliefs and what brings us joy. We're embracing that unknown, maybe doing something that we've always wanted to do, but we're afraid to. Embracing it, feeling the fear and doing it anyways. What is that for you? But not acting impulsively, remember? Spontaneous is different than impulsive. Because there takes some reflection, there's some forethought in spontaneity, but not in impulsive. An alligator doesn't act impulsively. Might be spontaneous with that jump because it doesn't know the exact time. It's waiting for the right time, but it's taking in everything so that when it makes that jump, it already knows. It's already taken into account everything around it. That's spontaneity. It's not just impulsive. Oh, there's something and I jump out and get it. No. So what's that action? What's that action that we take on that? Okay, that action. They're doing it. We retreat. We take that action. We know when to retreat. Retreating is an action. Resting is an action. We need to take that time to go in. And we all have that time. It's kind of been forced upon us, hasn't it then? Right? Are we fighting it because we want to go out? Because we don't want to sit with ourselves? Because there is something that we do not want to see. Embrace that unknown. Let it come up. Because there's something in there. I can't sit with it. I just can't sit with it. So I need to keep busy. Let's retreat. We need to go inside. That's the action. Actively, physically, going inside. Getting in tune with the laws of the universe, right? That's the law. You cannot give from that empty cup. You cannot give what you do not have. If we don't retreat, we're going to run out of that energy. We're not going to have energy to give anymore. We're going to burn out. And especially at this time of year, everybody's running frantically, trying to make everything perfect. You know, we all have our ideals, traditions. What are the traditions that you're carrying on? And where do they come from? Do you follow the spiritual laws? Man-made laws? We need a blending of both, right? Because we are both. What is that for you? What is that for you? That's the laws of the universe too. Whatever you put out comes back to you, right? What are you putting out there? Maybe we're afraid embracing that unknown because, oh my goodness, maybe there's some things that was put out there that, oh my goodness, I feel bad for that. You know, well, that's the thing. That's the laws. When we see that, there's a spiritual law. Right? What we resist, persist, what we acknowledge, we can change. Right? What we acknowledge, what we admit and accept, we can change. And accept that truth. Take full responsibility for you in your life. Well, right? But we're not in it alone. It's that free will to invite spirit in. We have that free will. Yep, there is divine intervention and all that, but we need to ask for it, or maybe somebody's prayed for it. We got to reconnect with that original source inside of us all. That little spark, you see right there, that little spark is inside of us all. Every single one of us, no exceptions. We're animated by the Spirit. Our life is sustained and supported by the earth. That's the truth, right? We can scrutinize every detail. We can scrutinize because somebody isn't saying it the same way. Or because of this, or because of that, or what this holiday is. We can rip everything apart and everything to shreds. Right? Or we can just embrace that great mystery. Embrace that great mystery. And it works, right? It works. We know how. But it's here. How did this world begin? We can go questioning. Let's live the questions. Maybe one day we'll live into the answers. I don't know. What is that for you? Do you scrutinize every detail about what this great mystery is, what God's plan is, and all that? Or are we throwing that out the window, right? Going, well, let's just throw it. We can't agree, so let's just all throw it away, and let's just go by our own minds, whatever that is for you. What is that? Did we tap into that source, that great mystery? We're not meant to know everything. But we all have that spark inside of us. Right? Okay. Let's see. Hour of joy, embracing. Well, 20. Okay. 2010, it says over there. Embracing the mystery. An hour of joy. How to tap into that. Thank you. One card for each, please. And thank you, Creator. There we go. Up on the top there is that celebration. Your heart is home. Home is where your heart is. Where is your heart? In your chest. Your home is your body, right? It's a home we live in, the earth, the home we live on. Our house is another home we live in. But the ultimate home we live in is here. Right? Whether we got this roof over our head or not, we're home here. We're here home in these bodies. Our spirit is home in these bodies. Do we take care of these homes? So let's celebrate that we have this earth walk, that we can dance and celebrate on this earth at this very, oh my goodness, time. What does this time mean to you? What's those beliefs? There's so much out there. There is this shifts happening. The age of Aquarius. I mean, I've been hearing songs about that my whole life. What does that mean to you? Do you follow that astrology? Do you believe that we are affected by the planets and the astrological alignments and all that? You know, it affects our big planet of Mother Earth. How could it not affect our little bodies when it affects these bigger bodies? Embrace that unknown. Act as if you love yourself and celebrate that body that you're in. Being grateful for that body that you're in. No matter all its pains and whatever it is, right? Because that's all its messages. That's its language. That's the way it speaks to you. So celebrate. Your heart is home. You're in tune with that. You're in touch with that. You're tapped in, tuned in, and turned on, in the words of the Abraham beings, Abraham Hicks. Was that Jerry and Esther Hicks? Tapped in, tuned in, and turned on. That's right. And then your heart is home. When we connect with that source inside, your heart is home. We can tap into that joy. We can just, be free. Because we're embracing the unknown. We're leaving things. There's going to be a mystery. We don't need to know everything. As soon as we explain away all the magic. Right? Once you know how a magic trick works, it ceases to be magical to you. So we need to bring back that innocence and magic. We don't know how this whole works. And we're not meant to know. Takes the fun out of it. Tap into that joy. All right, that truth as protection. One on that one, please. Thank you, God. Great one is divine, the creator. All my relations. I love you all my relations. All right, I love that one. I love that one because we are all related. All related, allure through opposition. Right? Acting as if you've already got it. We don't go out chasing the things. We set, right? Because if we act like the fear, we got to go bring it on. We got to bring it on. Like we said, right? It's that spontaneity. We prepare. We watch. We don't make the move right away. We wait for that call to action. Right? And we sit. We wait for those signs. We allure through the opposition because we're not going after it. We're not trying to grab it. We're not making it happen. We're getting out of our way and letting it happen. Allowing that great mystery, that source to work through us. Integrating everything, all the life experiences and everything. Right? Love your journey. Even if you didn't love your journey. Appreciate that journey. Appreciate what it taught you. And if you haven't figured that out, maybe it's that time. Take that time to go in and see. Right? If we've hated our bodies for so long, what would happen if you loved your body? Just as it is. Just as it is. Watch how it changes, right? You love a human being, and look at how they just shine and flourish. It's our bodies. Our bodies. These are human bodies. So what do you say to your body? What are you telling your body? Are you telling you love it? That it's such a joy to be in it? You know, I do, and even with all this pain, it's a joy to be in this body, and I'm so grateful for it. So grateful for the messages that it gets me to slow down so that I don't burn it right out. That's the power. And there's the healing. There's 2 on that one. That's the healing power of that. 8, when we retreat, that's how we heal. There's the strength in that. Woman, the life givers. Men, the life protectors. All part of this earth. We're all connected. All rainbow warriors of peace. Beautiful, right? We're going to do that complete immersion in it. 12, the arrow, the truth. Complete immersion in the truth that you are a reflection of the divine. We are all made in the likeness and image of our Creator. Boy, isn't that where we get into trouble sometimes? Because we're made in the likeness of our Creator. We think we are. Right? We think we are. Man makes himself. Man does not make himself. Man is not self-made. Man-made. No, we're spirit-made. We're made from this divine mystery, that great source. We don't know. Geez, when we think we know, we don't even know. Look, we can go over something about that science, too. Science doesn't know. It's all about mistakes and stuff, too. So, that's where we need to get in touch with our own side, because every man thinks he's right in his own mind. Right? The vision quest fulfilled. Complete immersion. You dive into those gifts, into that healing, into that God-given strength. We were all given. And see what comes out. What comes through you. What message is there from your living your life. Fully, holy, and true, expressing all that Creator's given to you. There's the healing in that. Wow. Wow, right? What do you think of that so far? That's the truth as potential when we dive right in it. Our gifts were meant to be given. That's what it is. The sage is a self well expressed. Sage is the self well expressed, and not the little ego self. This is the big ass self. Big ass self. Big S is what I said. Right? Your soul self. Your source self. Not the little ego self. But we need it all. We need it all. Ego does help us to see our unique individualities as long as it doesn't separate us, right? Because individuality is in divide, you all. And we need to be together. We need to unite. United we stand. Divided we fall. So what are we coming together for? Are we coming together because, oh, the elites have said this, right? I don't know. The ones I think that live closest to the truth, the ones that don't have all this material stuff, that have stayed closest to the earth. That's the truth. There's the love in that. What is that, right? That basic survival. The ones that have just, you know, they want us to fear. We need all this for basic survival. We have everything we need for basic survival. When we're going into the materialistic stuff, that's not basic survival. We don't need that for survival at all. That's comfort. And there's nothing wrong with that. But we don't need to go get our hair done. We don't need to go to the gym and build our muscles past the point where we can't even use all those muscles. That's not healthy. So we're going past that point of basic survival. We're going into, you know, luxury. It's not necessity. So if we just stuck with that necessities, plenty to spare and share, we express ourselves in all of our gifts, nobody's feeling empty. We know there's enough for all of our basic survival. All this other stuff is a bonus. What do we need for basic survival? Air? Water? Earth, food, right? Connection to the source, to others. That's what we truly need for survival. Come together, people. Come together. Come together fully, wholly in yourself. And then let's come together and show, right? It's a great mystery that's all powerful. Not one man, not to be led by one man. If you're going to follow one man, follow the one man who made such an impact on this world from his kindness. Love yous. Thank Thank you for being you, shining your whole light through everything you do. This world needs you now more than ever. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being you. Put it all out there, my friends. Begin within. That healing is happening, right? Great mystery is with us through that all. That's the laws. We are not alone. We are not doing it alone. We need to release that struggle. Embrace that unknown. Let the love flow through you. Love you. Thank you.